Hello and welcome to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm your host, McAskill Bongo, and today we got a special guest. We have Brian from Calisthenics Lynn. Finally got some time. Brian's a busy man. He finally got some free time. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just like you said, just keeping busy.
Yeah, man. You everywhere pretty much. You got a lot going on. You got Warren Street Project. You got football, off-season training, and some other stuff you're getting into. But first, let's get into Calisthenics Lynn. First, what got you to start the organization? What got you to create the Calisthenics Lynn?
Yeah. Well, I was in college, and I was going to grad school, and I just didn't have time to work out like how I was training, and I wanted to slim down. So I started just doing more cardio, push-ups. I was doing stuff to maintain. But then I started training like outside. Like I'll do lunges up and down my street. And then I'll do push-ups, pull-ups at home. When I was at the park, I'd do stuff there. And then people started jumping in. And I work as a personal trainer for years. So I would show them like correct form and do everything. But then I just got tired of training people and then training myself. It kept it was tiring. So I was thinking of just like a logo I can make and then sell some shirts so I can get paid while I'm doing the workouts. So that's how I kind of came up with like the logo. I was doing pull-ups and I had someone just make sure my form was correct. And they pointed out like me holding the bar looked like a Y. So I was gonna do something with my name. It's B-R-Y-A-N, but then they point out Lynn got a Y in it. And then the body weight stuff. So that's how I came up with the logo. Like that's me in the logo. I traced myself. And then I made the arms a little bigger, but I traced myself and I put it together. Then as people started joining in, I was just selling clothing and training. I didn't have to train one person by themselves or then work out on my own.
What year was this?
This was I want to say 2014, 15, but it was just kind of just getting people involved. I didn't have social media. I wasn't posting workouts or nothing. But then people wanted to learn more about it, so that's when I started recording people and just making sure their form was correct and just showing that you can train just using your body. You don't have to go to a gym and stuff like that.
And then now with the group exercises, I know you usually just post a date that you'll have a group exercise. I know from your social media you usually post a date that you'll have a workout and the location. And is it just whoever's interested is welcomed?
Yeah, anyone can just show up. I don't have a schedule yet. I'm just working out the schedule, waiting for the weather to get a little better. But yeah, anyone can come because what happened was when I was training people and doing just classes or just saying, join me, I'm doing this today, just joining what I'm doing. People that couldn't go to the gym because they have their kids, they could bring their kids because the kids can join in because you can't bring them to the gym and stuff like that. So they started joining in but then that kind of set the foundation of me meeting a bunch of different people for different organizations, and then that kind of helped me, like now I do kind of business with other people for other organizations, but I met through that outlet. So.
All right, gotcha. And also with your work and all the relationships you built, you played an instrumental role in the revitalization of Warren Street Park. And, you guys got the playground it's currently being worked on, correct? Or?
Yeah, it's almost done.
It's almost done. Yeah, talk to me about that, just the whole process of that.
Yeah, well, at first when I was just trying to eat better, I wanted to grow my own food. And like I was at Cook Street and like your mom showed me a bunch of stuff to grow, so I knew how to do it then. So I wanted to do it somewhere close to where I lived and where I grew up. But we kept getting denied about starting the garden. Kept saying it doesn't have the best history, we don't know the best location, which I understood. So then on the food project, we kind of connected and said, let's get together and do something, and if it doesn't work, then we at least know we could do something else with the space. But the first year, we had like 90 people sending applications, and I only had 10 spots. And one has to go to daycare, because that's where I get the water from. One's for me. Then it's just people in the neighborhood. But we got that together, but then it showed the space was being used correctly. You stop seeing people use where the garden is now, the tennis court. A lot of people use drugs, they would sell drugs. You'd be kind of hidden over there. But now it's like, in the open, so just the garden is the only water their stuff. There's less people around. So they started to move out, and then you see, and I grew up there, but you see a lot of the kids like cleaning up after themselves. Like I don't remember people my age, like picking up water bottles and doing that. So like you see, like this group was taking care of it,
Yeah.
but they couldn't play on there was 4 half-court games because there was cracks everywhere.
Yeah.
But there was people already trying to get it renovated, like Fred Hogan, Pete
Yep.
Capano. So me seeing I'm there every day, I got to put a little more pressure on making it happen. So then when the city got the grant, it was like Warren was one of the first ones to get picked. So we got the basketball court done, and then now they're finishing up the playground. So.
Yeah, it'd make you feel just knowing that's kind of the area you grew up in, you from around there, and seeing the changes happening over at Warren Street Park.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
growing up, Warren Street Park, they didn't have the best reputation. You know, sun goes down, don't go around Warren Street Park. It used to be the reputation over there.
Yeah, and I mean, it feels good because I feel like this group kind of deserves it. That's over there. Like a lot of people my age, we didn't take care of it. Everyone was trying to fight or doing something, but kind of everyone is. Some people aren't here no more. Some people are away. Some people, they're just older, and then you see them kind of showing up, telling them, don't do what I did. You know, like they're taking more of a role in that. So like you kind of see them benefiting from it. So now it's like a good time to have everything happen. So.
Now, what is some stuff that you're working on this year as far as, you know, garden-wise, but just things around the community? What are some things that you got going on this year?
Well, for the garden, we expanded last year from 10 plots to 20 plots. We decided not to yet, just to make sure that part is maintained. But just growing different things. I have my side business where I make my herbal detoxes, cleanses, make tea, and make different things. I work on like disease prevention, so I grow a lot of my herbs at the garden. But I got that, and then I'm working on having a designated space for exercise park, just so you can have your own section for pull-ups, chin-ups, like dips, so people that want to do that type of training. So it'd be a designated spot instead of using the park, because we won't use it when there's kids there or things like that. So.
And talk to me. He also coaches football.
Yeah.
Also one of the assistant coaches at Lynn Tech. You understand you got them off-season training has begun already. You got them going hard at 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. Tell me how's the progress been with the players?
It's good. Like we graduate in a big senior class, but then this younger group, like they get to work together. They don't mind waking up that early. You know, they kind of like getting it out the way and doing everything. But this group, like I like this time of year because you can kind of stop and say, all right, let's readjust what we're doing. You don't always have time for that in the season. But it's just you see them get connected and get together because you know they're going to be friends throughout high school. Then after high school, you kind of start to see the beginning of all that. And then you see them push each other, and like everyone's getting along. There's no conflict or anything. Like everyone's getting along. They're pushing each other. And they keep me on my toes. They challenge me to different stuff, and you know, it kind of keeps me where I need to be too. So. Yeah,
and y'all also with the training, you also teaching them, you know, health-wise as far as proper things to put in their bodies, the you know, just a more healthier lifestyle. You just starting them young, so you know, as they get older, because if that's the route they want to go, then you know they have like good guidance.
Yeah, because early on when I started coaching, like this is my 9th year now, but when I started coaching, there was a lot of them would graduate, and they come back to visit and they're out of shape, and then they pull me aside and say, "Can you train me?" And I'm like, "I just trained you for 4 years," so it kind of put the pressure on me to say I'm not teaching them good enough. And then me doing it myself, they know that I'm doing it. I'm not just giving them advice. But we had a lot of discussions over this February vacation, just talking about cutting out the unnecessary stuff. Like they don't have to just eat like fruit and vegetables like I eat. Like they can eat things, but just making sure it counts. Not the junk food and all the extra stuff that's just gonna waste your energy as you digest it. So then by the time they graduate, they at least know how to do it. You know, I didn't have people teaching me until I got older.
Yeah.
So at least that kind of sets them off the right path because they got lives to live outside of sports and everything. So.
Yeah, definitely. And before we get out of here, just for anybody that wants information on, you know, your training when you do your workouts and your social media, just give them a plug of where they can find you and all that information. Yeah,
well, my personal profile have links to everything. On Instagram, it's at Bryan, BRYAN _MCASKILL.
So just go to his Facebook. you get all the information on his Facebook, and go check out the garden at Warren Street.
Yeah.
Warren Street. You venturing off into any of the other gardens in the city, or?
I mean, you'll see me at Cook Street in the summer, helping out and learning different things. So.
All right, cool. All right, you guys been watching the Lynn Lowdown. Have a great day.